a spider web from hell or what?
Like he tried to attack me? Look at him. He's trying to attack the camera.
That, my friends, is a tarantula hawk, and a very big one too. Oh, would you look at this. And, wow, look at this. Oh! To have a quick mission brief before we head out there. Here's Las Vegas. Nellis Air Force Base is right here, just to kind of show you the area. Indian Springs Creech Air Force Base is right here. Mercury, Nevada. This is the national test site where they used to test nuclear bombs. Just west of Rachel, Nevada, right over here, this is Groom Lake, Area 51. So you can see this Desert National Wildlife Range is really close proximity to a lot of high-profile military bases, a lot of old legends and rumors. And the area where Kenny Veach disappeared is this highlighted area right here. So he basically came out here and he parked his truck here. He hiked all the way up this path here. The mine is somewhere around here. That's where he made his final video. He spoke of a 10-mile hike. Well, he continued on here through over Wild Horse Pass, through Picture Canyon, the M Cave, what he thought was location was, is somewhere around here. Came through Picture Canyon and then hiked back down to his truck. This is the full 10 miles. So somewhere in this mountain range is what I believe he is potentially at, or any clues to his disappearance is. Other YouTubers have searched other areas of this mountain range, both sides. Picture Canyon seems to be the epicenter of this whole mystery. So let me go ahead and remove these lines to give you a better view. There are some really extreme cliffs in Picture Canyon. You've been out here before. You've seen my videos. We've hiked Picture Canyon. It gets really narrow. But my focus, what I've always suspected, is these highlands here. You see how flat this is? Now, some of these areas, like right here, this is super steep. You're not going to get up to here. But right over here is relatively flat. This kind of bowl area here. That's where I want to get up. We've got to find a way to get up there. Wild Horse Pass video, we tried to come over here, and I think it was right here, yeah. This is about a 100-foot cliff. There's no way we're getting up there without some serious rappelling equipment or ropes or whatnot. There's got to be an easier way up. So we're going to go into Picture Canyon, find a way up, and explore this area up here, because I really believe this is the last frontier where there's potentially clues in the Kenny Veach disappearance. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and load up our gear, because the next video in the Death Hike series, Death Hike, The Beast, starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 7 a.m. at the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. Wanted to be out here about 2 hours ago, but that's just the way things roll sometimes. Not always easy getting up on the weekends, but we're out here for a good purpose. If you've been watching my videos, you know we're out here regarding the Kenny Veach disappearance. Now, Kenny is a man who disappeared out here. He walked out into those mountains in the sheep range about 7 or 8 years ago. He claimed to have found a mysterious cave with possible supernatural properties.
I'm looking for a cave that I found, and I didn't have a sidearm when I was here before, and something about that cave just spooked me. Out of all the caves I've ever gone in, this one just made my body vibrate. The closer I got to it, the crazier my body felt, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to go in there right now, but I'm coming back someday.
What makes this case strange is this area north of Las Vegas is just west of Nellis Air Force Base and just south of Area 51. He described this cave.
It's shaped like a big M. It's a big cave that looks just like a gigantic M, and it's about as tall as I am and kind of narrow, and it's stuck on the side of a mountain.
Just before Kenny disappeared, he posted one last video on YouTube. This video, he described a 10-mile hike he went on looking for this M cave. He didn't find it, but the main place he was looking was an area called Picture Canyon. That is the main center of this whole mystery. That is where we're going today. Now, we've been out there several times before, as has many other hikers. It's a well-traveled path, a well-known hike. But I've always theorized, I've always believed that if Kenny's to be found out there somewhere in Picture Canyon, if he staged a disappearance, if he had an accident, if something happened to him, it's not going to be on the main path. It's going to be high up on the cliffs over Picture Canyon, and that's where we're going today. It's going to be an extremely dangerous, daring hike, and this is one you won't want to miss. The way to get to the top of these cliffs is a near vertical climb that is an absolute beast, a real monster. And that's what we're going to have to traverse to get up there today. Now, there are also rumors of an actual beast out there. Andrew over in the UK, who runs the Warlike Rats channel, did a great analysis of some folks who have talked about a winged beast or some kind of a demon out there that people claim to have seen high up on the cliffs. Is it a rumor? Is it someone's imagination? Is it nothing? I don't know. But we're going to go out there and we're going to see what we can find. Because the last time we were out there, I saw what may have been some caves up on the top of the cliffs. And we're going to head out there and see what we can find. So without further ado, let's saddle up, head out there and see what we can find in the cliffs above Picture Canyon. Ten to 8 out here at Desert National Wildlife Refuge. It's about 65 degrees, so it feels a little warmer than that actually, but the weather is pretty much perfect for hiking. I wanted to wait and do this hike when it got a little cooler. I would have liked to have had it be a little bit cooler than this, but it is what it is. Kind of wanted to be out a little earlier as well, but getting up early and getting your stuff together on a weekend isn't always the easiest thing in the world. So without further ado, let's head out here. Where we're going today is Picture Canyon. You can see it out there. That's about a mile or so away. It's kind of a long hike through the desert here, not really extreme, but it's kind of a monotonous hike. And once we get to Picture Canyon, like I said, if Kenny's going to be found, he's not going to be found on the beaten path where people have been. He's going to be found, and this is just a theory, high up top in those on top of those cliffs, and that's where we're going today. So to get up there, there's, like I said, a path to get up there, or not really a path, but a hillside that's somewhat doable. It's extreme. It's going to be grueling. It's a monster, an absolute beast of a hike getting up there, but we're gonna give it a shot today, and that's about it. Seeing some late blooming flowers, a lot of grasshoppers. So there is life out here. You can see these grasshoppers jumping around. Closer we come to these mountains, we've actually reversed the sunrise. So the sun has actually gone back down behind those mountains because we've gotten closer. The temperature is a little bit easier out here, and there's a very slight breeze, but it feels like there's a little bit more humidity than usual, and that's to be expected. There was a lot of rains recently, more than usual. So the hike really isn't too bad so far. And you notice we're slightly out of breath because this is an uphill incline on uneven terrain, but nothing like the hike out to Mount Charleston in the last video looking for Rock Stanley. And of course that's way out there. That's Mount Charleston range, and that's where Rock Stanley disappeared. That's where we're hiking out there, our death hike, search for Rock Stanley, Robber's Roost, and North Loop Trail right up there in that mountain somewhere. So we're a little bit lower, and it's a little bit cooler, and it's not, the elevation out here is probably around 5,000 to 6,000 feet, unlike 9,000 to 10,000 feet where we were. So it's a little bit easier. You can see in the desert floor where water's come through here. Like I said, there's been a lot of recent rains out here, and obviously there's been some monsoon rains in the desert. The ground's still a little moist, which is why we're probably dealing with a little bit of humidity. But you could see this little wash here where water was just flowing during the recent rains. So yeah, it does get some monsoon rains in the desert, but 98% of the year it's dry out here. You can see way up there where the sun is shining on that mountainside, all the way straight out there. That is the entrance to Picture Canyon, and that mountainside is the northern edge
of the mountain range that Kenny Veach hiked around. It's about a 10-mile hike. Another YouTuber, J Chuck Vlog, spoke to him recently. He actually hiked this 10-mile hike. He's a beast. And yeah, he did this, at least half of it at night in the dark, which is just nuts. Hats off to him for that. But yeah, inside there, Picture Canyon, that's, I believe, the epicenter to this mystery. And high up on top of those hills, somewhere, in just a gut feeling here, is the answers we're looking for Kenny Veach, what may have happened to him. Because if the man somehow wanted to come out here and not be found, that's where I suspect he'll be found. So let's keep on going, see if we can climb to the top of those cliffs and see what we can find. Last time we were out here, I saw what I thought was a cave. We're gonna try to check that out. I've got a little more gear than usual. I do have a caving helmet that's got a GoPro mount on it, so I can go hands-free. I'm gonna need all 4 points of contact for this climb. And I've also got some rope. I'm gonna do my best not to get into a situation I can't get myself out of, but I'm just trying to take every precaution, bring every bit of equipment I may possibly need. Let's keep on going. We've got a good healthy half a mile to a mile to go. It doesn't look that far, but it is. So here's another one of these horned caterpillars, and it's definitely alive because I could see it moving. It's much larger than the other one we saw. I try not to get too close so you could see it moving and whatnot. Looks like it's munching on this leaf here. I'm not sure what kind of a moth this is going to turn into. I'm assuming it's some kind of a moth. But it's obviously something large. Yeah, he wants to come out and say hi to everybody. See that? There he is. He thinks this is something to climb onto. I don't want to get too close. The GoPro can't really focus if I get in that close. But you could see him. It's long, black and orange, and he's got this big horn on the end of his body right there. And he's kind of inching over this leaf, just kind of munching it and twisting around, seeing what's going on. Anyway, if you know what kind of a caterpillar or worm this is, comment below. It's kind of interesting looking. I'm assuming it's going to turn into a big moth. But yeah, that's about it. So let's let him be and go on our way. All right, we're almost there, getting closer. Made it to the base of the mountains. And we are about 1 mile from where we started way out there. You can't see the truck. I can barely make it out myself because I know where to look, but trust me, this is about 1 mile from where we started. And this is kind of a long, monotonous uphill hike. A little strenuous, nothing really major. And we're getting much closer to Picture Canyon, which if you see that hillside illuminated by sun, right in the center of the screen, that's Picture Canyon. So let's press on over this rugged terrain and get to where we're going. All right, so here's some sort of a can. It's clearly been out here a very long time. And I don't know if I've seen this before. Maybe I haven't, but it's rare to find trash out here. This can right here is probably 100 years old, I'm guessing. Everything came in a can back in the day, so it's not uncommon to see things like this. Maybe somebody on horseback stopped to take a break here, it's hard to say. But it's rare to find trash out here at all because it's so remote. A lot of people just don't come out here. To give you an idea how remote this is, if you go to the Las Vegas Strip, you drive about 45 minutes north, and then you take a dirt road for about 30 minutes, and then you hike for about an hour to get to this point about here. So it's extremely remote, and it's you don't run into people out here very often, if at all. It's a little windy, which is nice, but I've slowed my pace just a little bit because you can see the terrain's gotten much steeper and much more rugged. So I'm trying to pace myself and take my time because we've got a pretty grueling hike once we get to Picture Canyon. For those who keep a track, here's the numbers. 30 minutes, 374-foot elevation gain, a little over a mile. Let's press on. All right, we're in a cave. Actually, we're not in a cave. We're some kind of an animal burrow, and looks like it's been here for a while. Looking at the dirt, it's been rained on, so it's not fresh, but clearly something dug that and lived in there, whether it's a tortoise or some kind of a rodent, a rabbit or something. Some kind of animal is living here, you could see. And that's what these animals do when it gets hot, as they go underground. So it's actually rare to run into animals out here, but they are here. You can see evidence of them, such as that burrow. Let's press on, trying to avoid cactus like this, because that'll ruin your day. And Picture Canyon isn't too far, just right up there. It's just some really kind of grueling terrain to get over until we get to it. Almost there. You can see the rising sun shining out through Picture Canyon. That V right there in the center of the screen, that is Picture Canyon. Cliffs on the other side, that's where we're going. That's where we're going to try to climb up. And it's going to be a monster, I guarantee that. But you can hear the wind shaping out to be a beautiful day out here. Let's press on, we're almost there. Just over this ridge. All right. We are home. That's it. Picture Canyon, the mouth of Picture Canyon. This is the northern edge of the mountain range that Kenny Veach hiked around, about a 10-mile hike. That's the mythical Picture Canyon. And up there is where we somehow gotta go. It's gonna be grueling, it's gonna be rugged. Not as bad as this, but it's gonna be a hell of a hike. So let's head down this hill and hike into Picture Canyon and face what we have ahead of us. All right, coming down these hills, it's really easy to lose your balance and take the expressway down on your butt, which is something I'm gonna try to avoid doing. So we're just slowly and carefully making our way down this hill to the bottom. And once we do, it'll be easier going and just walk right into Picture Canyon. So yeah, I gotta avoid cactuses and sharp objects coming down here. It's really not too bad. Worst case scenario, we'll just take off on a run, but right there, that's what you don't want to run into. So there, it's almost done. Almost to the mouth of Picture Canyon. And once we do get to that point we're supposed to hike up, I'm going to take a short break, catch our breath, and then we'll begin. As we walk into Picture Canyon, there's more greenery. I could smell almost kind of an herbal smell from the plant life here. All right, I hear something buzzing really, really loud, and I wonder if it's a tarantula hawk, which I'm gonna try to avoid. I usually avoid people that are somewhat docile, so unless you're a tarantula, you usually don't have to worry, but still, I don't want to be stung with one of those. It's one of the most painful stings in the world. All right, heading into Picture Canyon. I'm gonna roll film because somewhere towards the entrance, there was a little enclave where we surprised an owl last time, and it looks like a roosting place. So we'll see if we can catch him on film if he's there again. I believe it's right around this corner somewhere. Look at the ground, you can see there's quite a bit of water flowing in here. And these sheer cliffs, that's where we're going today, up top. Keep your eyes peeled right around this corner, see if that owl's still there. I can see him. Yeah, it's where he's roosting before. He's not there today. You see the bird droppings, so you know something was up there. Now these sheer cliff faces, like I said, it's just a theory. If Kenny or any evidence about him is going to be found, it's not going to be down here where people walk all the time. He'll be up there looking down on people somehow. But look around. You can't climb these sheer cliff faces. Only one way to get up there that I know. Looking around, all quiet's in Picture Canyon. And up there is where we need to go. Now remember, if you see my last few videos, we've passed by this point, and I've shown you this path right here. It looks like a steep set of stairs, but it's a monstrous climb. And I always said that someday, we'll be out here and we're gonna climb this and see what's up there. Folks, that someday is today. This is our destination. This is our climb. So what I'm gonna do now is take off my pack, have a snack, a quick break, and I'm gonna put on the caving helmet that has a GoPro mount on it so I can go hands-free. And we're gonna try this monstrous climb to get to the top. What's up there is your guess as good as mine. Now I wanna talk really quick about something that people have reported out here, which is the proverbial Batman, winged demon or something. Andrew in the UK, Warlike Wrath, he did a video on this, and you want to watch his video to get all the information. And it's nothing more than one or two people reporting seeing a winged figure on top of the cliffs. Was it a demon? Some sort of a Batman? Was it their imagination? Probably, I don't know. It's just an unconfirmed legend. So what we're gonna do is climb this hill. Farther down there, I think it was, or somewhere around here, we did see a cave up there. But once I get up there, I did a quick Google Earth analysis, and it looks like we can get to some easier hiking once we get to the top. It's just getting up this monstrous climb. So let's go ahead and take a break here, and then we'll get started. Breakfast in Picture Canyon. You can hear a crow over there. He probably smells my food. Cliff's Bar for breakfast before we tackle that beast. The crow's probably squawking, wondering what we're doing here. Maybe want some food or something. Or it could be a warning. Either way, we're going up that beast. One way or another, we're getting up there and looking at it. Sitting here taking a break, it's damn near vertical. It's going to be a huge, huge challenge. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be careful. And hopefully we'll make it up there safely and back down. If we can make it up, we'll make it back down. But I'm not going to get myself in anything I can't get out of. That crow's flying away. Is he squawking a warning at me? Is he trying to tell me something? I don't know. But we're going up there one way or another. Now, one reason I wanted to wait until the cooler weather is snakes. That is prime snake territory, and a snake bite out here is more than likely not a survivable incident. We're far. I got maybe one bar, so a call might go through. A ham radio, if we get to the top up there, we'll probably pull a signal. But it's just getting to the top. Really hard to tell how difficult of a hike it's going to be until we actually do it. So we're almost done. Like I said, there's a peacefulness here in Picture Canyon that you've really got to just be here to understand. Nobody's out here, except for a crow, who's still squawking over there about something. But it's, aside from the crow, it's a peacefulness out here. There's no other people, just animals, and you really feel one with nature. I mean, it's almost a religious experience. It's a peacefulness that you've really got to just experience to understand. It's dead silence. All right, we finished our break here in Picture Canyon. It's been a nice, relaxing, peaceful break, about 15 minutes or so. Got the caving helmet on so you could see, hands free. And we're gonna need these hands because if you're ready
And I can't guarantee the camera angle because I can't see when I'm filming, but I think I've got it aimed right. But if you're ready, let's tackle the beast. Obviously, I'm going to roll film this entire time. So this may be a long segment, I don't know. Already I'm seeing a lot of rough terrain here, rockiest stuff we've ever been on. But that's fine. I've got 2 hands, great boots, and hopefully we can get up here. Just like a set of stairs, except it's all jagged and uneven. All right, so far so good. Oh, the beast. I knew someday we'd be here doing this. It's just like a puzzle. What's the easiest way to get up here? What's the safest way to get up here? The beast is wearing me out, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. I'm rested. I had a cliff spar for a little bit of energy, pulling myself up. It's a battle between me and the beast. The beast of Picture Canyon. Be careful not to lose my balance on these jagged rocks. The beast is tough. I don't know if I can defeat him, but I'm going to give him my best. You can see we're getting up there. Elevation gain overall since we left is 650 feet. The ground's a little moist, which just helps with our grip some. I'm gonna tell you what, this climb is definitely requires 2 hands. So yeah, this helmet mount we're using is a must. Staring at the beast. This hillside is a tough one. But we're gonna take it one step at a time. Put one foot in front of the other. And see if we can make it without falling. So I'm trying to dislodge some of these loose rocks. So I'd rather pull them down than step on them and lose my balance. Well, make it to the top, there's going to be some breathtaking views. There already is. That's Picture Canyon down there. If you didn't already know, of course you do. Let's keep going. Let's keep traversing. Let's keep climbing. Let's not give up. These hike videos that you're watching, comfort of your own home, watching me climb the beast, isn't amazing. Everybody in this world has their own beast they have to face.
Whether it's a rocky beast like this, or whether it's just life in general, what you've got to do is you got to keep going and climbing, taking it step by step, and being careful not to lose your balance. Pace yourself, rest when necessary. So this proverbial beast is something that we all face at one time or another. Life gets difficult, you gotta just keep going. I'll venture to say we're almost halfway there. I'll be damned. Now, I don't know how difficult it's gonna be coming down, but coming up so far has been doable. I knew it'd be doable. Just really tough. What we find on the top once we've slayed the beast, I don't know. I have no idea what's up there. Kenny? Did Kenny Veach come up here? Did Kenny Veach slay the beast? Or did the beast slay him? My theory, and this is a gut theory just shot out of a cannon, I think Kenny Veach, I think he came up here. Maybe not up the beast, but I think he came up these cliffs. And if he's to be found, that's where he'll be. Maybe stuck in a cave somewhere up there. I don't know. All right. We're making progress. It's Pitch Canyon down there. You can see how steep things are. Taking a quick break for a few seconds. We're gonna keep going. Like I said, I knew this was doable. It was just tough. And I didn't want to do it in the heat of summer. And I didn't want to do it when I knew we had several miles to a different destination to go. But our whole purpose of coming out here today is to slay the beast. And it's a battle. It's fighting us. But our determination, we're going to slay the beast. We're not going to let this beast get us. We're going to keep going step by step until we're at the top. But even then, it's not done. We still got to face the beast coming back down, which is still going to be dangerous. So right there, we're almost there. We're getting there. Just carefully watching where I'm putting my step here. Watching loose rocks like this one. Now for those of you out there saying, dude, just use a drone. First of all, drones aren't permitted out here. Second of all, you're not watching right now because I'm just sitting down there in the comfort of the ground, lazily flying a drone. You're watching because I'm out here doing this myself. It's a physically demanding hike, and that's interesting. And you can see things you just can't with the drone. And there's some spots the drone can't get to. And once you're outside of line of sight, it's even worse. Sometimes in life, you've got to take the beast on yourself. Is that a cave up there? I can't tell. I don't know, but I'm going to walk over here and try to see. I don't think it is, but it might be something. No, not really a cave. No, just a flat area.
But good spot to take a break. Whew. Oh my gosh. No, we're not done yet. Where I'd like to go is on top of those cliffs right over there. And looking on Google Earth, it looks like we can get to it without too much trouble. But as you know from Alien Face, if you watch the Alien Face video, some Google Earth maps could be misleading. So, before we continue with the beast, which we're pretty much almost finished, I'm gonna go over here and see what's over there. If anything, I suspect it would be an epic view. Man, what a morning to conquer the beast. Now see how jagged these rocks are, like sandpaper? Very different than last weekend, where the rocks were smooth and soft from people climbing on them from wind and rain. These rocks have great traction. They're very rough. You're not going to slip off these rocks, at least not this area. Oh wow. Oh wow. Did we just find a freaking epic camping spot or what? Holy cow. You know what? I am so coming back out here to camp. This is absolutely perfect. Oh my God, look at this. Unbelievable. I could see my truck way out there, about 1.5 miles. You hear that doggone crow cawing way down there. Oh my gosh, look at this. Amazing. All right. Right out there, Indian Springs complex right there is the prisons for goes to Cold Creek, and straight out there to Mount Charleston, where Rock Stanley disappeared. Our last 2 videos, North Loop Trail and Robert's Roost. To this day, Rock Stanley has not been found. He's out there somewhere. More than likely, unfortunately, has perished on Mount Charleston. Kenny Veach, if he did come out here, may have perished, but oh my gosh, this view, this vantage point, this is worth slaying the beast. So let's be a lesson to you folks. You may have to face your own beast in life, whether it be a mountain, some kind of obstacle, difficult situation, difficult time. But once you slay the beast, let me tell you, the rewards can be unbelievable. Let's come on up here, see if we can get a even better vantage point. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I was gonna sit on this, but I decided not to. Look at that. Picture canyon like you've never seen it before. Oh my goodness. Just carefully back down in here and okay, I've taken a quick break up here. I transitioned back to the kind of floaty stick I use for the GoPro, simply because it's a little bit easier. I get a better field of view, and I can get some better shots with this coming over the cliffs. For example, I'm not going to do that with the helmet cam. and you can just get much closer to the edge with this. So at any rate, there's Picture Canyon. We have slayed the beast. This is the beast right here. It really wasn't that bad of a climb, but I'll tell you what, if it was the heat of the summer, if we had just come back from a huge long hike, I'll tell you what, it'd probably be a little much. We're just trying to take it easy because we're out here by ourselves, of course, alone, and there's nobody else out here, so I don't want to get myself in a situation I can't get out of. That is the top of the beast right there. We're going to get over that little hill, see what's on the other side. Looking on Google Earth, it doesn't look too bad. I think we can hike to some points. And it's a little windy up here, so you may have trouble hearing me. I'll speak a little bit louder. But let's come on over here, and I'll show you this, this spot that I saw earlier, which of course you saw just a few seconds ago. This flat spot here, this would be absolutely perfect for camping. So yeah, I fully, if I'm going to camp, I want to camp someplace safe, flat, and without too much, you know, bugs, snakes, or wildlife. This is about as ideal as you can get. So yeah, this would be a fantastic spot for camping. Not to mention epic views, seeing the stars and everything out here. Yeah, I cannot wait to come out here and pitch a tent and camp out here sometime. So let's walk over here. You can't see it, but to your left on the mountains, Las Vegas. Indian Springs out there straight ahead, Mount Charleston. You can see down here, it's a long ways down. And where we came, the truck is right in the center of the screen. I can actually see it, looks like a dot. That's about a mile and a half straight as the crow flies. Speaking of crows, that pesky crow has been flying around here. I don't hear him right now, but I've been hearing him on and off. And I mentioned earlier about the Batman, the winged demon people have mentioned. A man standing at the top of the cliffs, staring at him, looking like a winged person. It's entirely possible what they saw was that crow or some kind of a large bird. But you come out here, this is a grueling hike for the average person. You know, you can hallucinate. People don't take precautions like I do. They don't eat right. They may be out of shape, and they may start seeing things, which is not uncommon. As far as Kenny Veach goes, did Kenny Veach tackle the beast? He may have. What's over that little hill? Based on Google Earth, some very traversable terrain. So let's go over there and see what we can find. Now, the top of these mountains is exactly where I'd expect to find a cave. So you can kind of see a little cave over there. It looks a little difficult to get to, so we're not going to try it. But on the other side of this rock, or maybe way up over there, might be some other caves that we're going to try to get to. So let's traverse this narrow cliff here and get to that spot over there. Okay, I'm going to roll film for this. It looks, here's a little butterfly. I know some of you have asked to see more wildlife out here. You don't see a whole lot of wildlife, so when I do see it, I try to film it. But at any rate, I'm gonna traverse this area here, and it's really like solving a puzzle. You've got to find what is the best, safest way to get to where you're going. The flattest ground, and this looks like it. So a lot of you commented, this is too dangerous. You know, you come out here and, you know, what if you fall? This looks insane. Well, it's a camera angle. I mean, this right here this is eye level. This is next to my face. This is extended out from my arm. So from the camera angle, it looks more dangerous than it really is. But it's really not that bad. And you can see these rocks. They give you some great grip. I mean, you're not going to slip off of these. It's like sandpaper. See, like right here, like sandpaper. Great grip. Now, Mount Charleston a few weeks ago, for the hikes we did up there, the death hikes for Rock Stanley search, those rocks were not rough like this. Those rocks were slippery, and we had a hard time getting our grip. Now we're about the 6,000–7,000 foot level here. Mount Charleston, we're about the 10,000 foot level and completely out of breath. That's what high elevations do to you. Not really a cave, little enclaves in there, I guess. All right, coming back to where we're just climbing. Continuing on the beast. final leg of the beast. And yeah, just right up here, just a couple of steps. And on the top of this hill, you could say, we slayed the beast. We did it. There's a little valley down there, and that's exactly what I saw on Google Earth. The beast has been slayed. I just got to deal with him going back down, which hopefully shouldn't be too bad. All right. Now, before I go running to get down in that valley, I want to make sure we can easily get back up. What I want to do is go farther that way, but let's take a look over here first. See what there is to see. I think it was Wild Horse Pass. We came out here, and we overshot Picture Canyon a little bit and saw a little narrow canyon, and we realized it was about 100 feet up, way too steep to get up. But that narrow canyon is right down here. Wow, look at this. Look at that. All right, it doesn't look like too bad of a hike, and I do want to go down there and see what's in this little narrow valley. But the key is, can I find an easy way down? Because you can see right here, look, this is a sheer cliff. Now, yes, I'm watching where I step. I don't want to step on loose rocks. I'm stepping where I know there's going to be grips. I'm keeping a good stance so the wind doesn't blow me down. But I'm looking, and you can see there's a definite little valley down there, a little easily traversable area. Clearly water's been going down here. The valley's been cut by water. Question is, well, down there I know what's there. There's a cliff. There's a 100-foot cliff that we came to, and there's probably nothing over there. But on this side, that's the question. What's over there? Is there caves? Is there anything interesting? That I don't know. And I think we could probably traverse it down here and keep going right down that way to get to it. But first I want to come over here. It looks like there might be a cave or something over there, and see if there's any easy way around this this ridge line here. So let's keep on going. All right, right over there. So we just came up. That's for the beast. We're looking at this valley over here, and as far as traversing the hills, the cliffs over Picture Canyon, you can see right here, looking at Picture Canyon, I don't see it being possible. Maybe I can get down there, but I'll tell you what, that's extremely dangerous. And that drop off there, it's a good 200 feet. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's a survivable fall. I really don't. It's too far down. That's extremely dangerous. I can see some loose rocks there. So I'm not going to risk it. There is somewhat of a flat area over there I wouldn't mind checking out, but I just think it's too dangerous getting to it, so I'm not going to try. Thought I heard something over there. Maybe a bird or something. I don't know. At any rate, yeah, so I love to go up on top of those hills over there. There's probably an even more epic view. But I think it's just too dangerous. What I am going to try to do is come over here, and I might be able to skirt the side of these cliffs and go around over there and make it that way. I think that's very doable. But first, what I'd like to do is, before I do that, is I want to go to the top of this hill and just check out the epic views. So let's go this way. We'll see you up on top. All right, I'm gonna roll film. Just want to show you that sometimes what looks like an easy hike isn't. Here's that hill. It's a little bit steeper than it looked from back there. A lot more loose rocks. We've certainly done worse, but I want to get to the top and see how good the view is. Careful, because one wrong step and you're falling into this, and this is nothing but needles. Look how hard these are. That'll ruin your day. Almost the top. So let's roll film and carefully climb up. I know it's windy, but we're at a pretty high elevation. And wow, look at this. Oh, don't worry, it's tethered. That's a view. Yeah. There you go. Picture canyon like you've never seen it before. All right, we're walking on the cliffs over Picture Canyon. Here's a little narrow canyon that in our Wild Horse Pass video we came to. It was 100 feet up. We couldn't get up, but we are way over it. So we are probably 200 to 300 feet or more up. And you could see we are right on the edge of the cliff. Now, I know you're saying it's dangerous, but the selfie stick here, or not selfie, the floaty stick makes it look more dangerous than it really is. You can look straight down and see, whereas, believe me, this is several feet away from my actual body. I'm not gonna get that close. And I'm watching where I step, being careful. But we are almost the edge of the cliff here. We should be able to look down in this little valley and see what's down there. Which is right over here. All right, this is actually gonna be really dangerous. Looking down there, I can't tell where that drop off is, but I'll tell you what, I do see what looks like some sort of a cave right there. So if the drop off is right here and the cave is there, that means if we can somehow get in this valley, we might be able to walk to it. And I want to look inside there because that looks like some promising cave. Probably just an enclave, goes in a few feet, but still it looks like some kind of an overhang that I like to see. And I'll tell you what, if Kenny Veach's body's going to be found out here, it's going to be found in a place like that. Some place where people just don't go to. Because I'm probably the only one you know crazy enough to go to some of these dangerous, out of the way places that are way high up above these other common hiking areas. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna carefully make my way along here, go along those rocks there, check that crevice, see if it's a cave, come over here and see if I can get down in this little valley, go down there, check the cave, come back up here, see if I can get up that embankment and check that valley up over there, because I think this whole area here has got a lot to explore. So let's do it carefully. All right, we'll see you over there. Well, that wasn't too bad. Nice leisurely walk. Made it to the base of this ridge line here. So now what we got to do is traverse this ridge line, and I'm first going to go on top and peek around that corner, see if I can make it around that way easily, and then I'm going to come back and go down to that valley. So let's carefully walk along here, looking for caves, of course. Watching our step, you don't want to fall on any sharp plant life or cactus or anything. Shit! You really got to watch your balance. To slip there, that could have been disastrous. All right. Little rock outcroppings. No real caves so far. Not that I can see. As always, if you see something I don't, please mention in the comments. This is a tough hike getting here, but I can do it again if I had to, if you see something really compelling.
Shit. I just slipped and landed on my butt. Ow. All right. Maybe it's time for a break. This military style shirt I wear, I like it a lot, like I said, because the middle part is kind of almost spandex type material, but the sleeves are really thick, and on the bottom of the sleeves, it's almost kind of a rubberized armor material, which really came in handy because I just slipped and fell and hit that part of my arm on the rocks, and of course the shirt saved me. So it's really nice to have that extra protection if you need it. I'm not injured, it just hurts a little bit. But I'm gonna get up and just watch where I'm going, but it's always a risk of being out here. I just gotta be extra careful. So let's press on. It's just really uneven terrain. It's all doable. It's just very easy to lose your balance out here. But again, I'm not gonna get myself in a situation I can't get myself out of. I'm trying not to, at least. But this ground is so rugged, I can assure you, very few, if any, human beings have been out here. Kenny might have come out here. But if I was gonna do something to myself and not want to be found, this is the place where I would come, because it's so remote. So like, always keep your eyes open. See something I don't, just let me know, mention in the comments. You are as much of a part of this hike as I am. Well, the question is, can I get over there safely? Rock outcropping. Yeah, going down that way is where we're gonna have to go if we want to get in that valley, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. I wasn't planning on an easy hike today. I just want to come far enough to see if I can get around up here, and if not, there might be a way in that little valley to get up and over, but if not, I at least want to come up here and see. Yeah, so looks like I come across this ledge over here and make it around. So let's keep on going. Tell you what, this is really, really remote. And I do want to check out that valley down there, see what's in it. But it's a heck of a climb down there. Let's keep going. Try not to lose our step or balance. Watch where we're stepping. Okay. Yeah, face to face with the yucca tree. Look at that view. Unbelievable. It's like another nice spot to camp up here. High up ledge. Even better than the other one because it's less windy. Kenny Veach, is he out here somewhere? Is this nothing but a wild goose chase? Is he alive and well someplace? Sipping pina coladas on a beach in Mexico or Tahiti or someplace? Well, I certainly think that's doable. Let's come over here and see how bad the cliff is.
I can tell that's several hundred feet and that's about 20 feet or 30 feet, which means there's a massive drop off down there somewhere. To get down there, we've got to come down this rugged hill here. And I do want to check out the valley, but looking at it, I think it might be too tough. These rocks almost act like stairs, or they've got a lot of handholds, but that's a really rough hike. So on the way back, I'm gonna make that call on the way back to see if we can do that. It just depends how much energy I have, because there's a lot of terrain I need to cover up this way too. I kind of want to go up and around these hills. So let's go down here and see the drop off that I know is down here somewhere. Like I said, it's about 20 feet here, several hundred feet over there, so there's got to be a cliff down here somewhere. Let's back up over here and go down. The boots I have are great for hiking, but they're not the end all be all, so you still got to be careful, because you can certainly lose your balance, as you've seen so far. All right. Let's come on down here. Shouldn't be too hard. And here's that drop off I was telling you that I knew was down here somewhere. Let's get down and see how bad it is. Okay, should be able to get back up that. Yeah, look at that. Smoothed out from years of water. Now this is something that I could probably rappel down, but I'll tell you what, there's no coming back up. That's a good 50 feet. And if I fell down that, it would be a miracle if I didn't break any bones. So I'm gonna extend the GoPro out here with my arm as far as I can go, so you can see how steep it is, but I'm not gonna get close. I've got some secure footing here. But yeah, I just wish there was an easy way into that valley, but there's not. Sometimes in life there is no easy way to the really good stuff. So I'm gonna do now is get back up here and climb up these rocks and get to that point up over there. See if I can get even further. And that's that. Almost looks like a cave up here. Can't tell. Yeah, more of a little outcropping, I guess. Not really a cave. Oh, you know, I like to see up there because I'm sure it'd be some epic views. But there's just some rugged stuff right here, but I might be able to make it. Let's give it a shot. It's definitely something I could use both hands for, but I'm not going to stop and pull out the helmet for this. I should, but I'm not. So I think I can make it. Now a lot of this climbing, you're really not even holding the rock, you're just using your feet and momentum to lift you up like this. So I might be able to do is climb up over there and see if I can see over there.
Everything looks so much easier on Google Earth. Rock formations, you could see some shine right there and right there. Nevada is well known for minerals and rocks. It's really interesting here. Oh, it's got a text. I can't see everything when I'm out here as much as I'd like to. And yeah, a drone would be ideal because I could see a lot of stuff really easy with the drone. But looking around, I mean, there's some pocket caves up there I wouldn't mind checking out, seeing what they are. I want to go way up there to that kind of cliff ridge line up there. There's some interesting points up here. I will say this though. Down there, over this ridge is Picture Canyon, right? And then down there, of course, is where the truck is. Do you see that hill right up there in the center of the screen? That, if I'm not mistaken, is Alien Face. So if you've seen the Alien Face video, that's it. That is what Google Earth showed, looking like the face of an alien. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So yeah, you can hike all the way up there to Alien Face. Of course, not an alien face, and in person it doesn't look like that. But on Google Earth, with their with their mapping software, it made it look like the face of an alien. But that's it up there. And as you can see, it's not an alien face at all. But yeah, that's it. So this whole region is where we wanted to hike for a long time. And if Kenny is to be found, he'll be out here somewhere. That's just my gut feeling. These highlands, these high areas, far above the areas where everybody else has gone, maybe even up on top of a mountain somewhere, that's where he'll be found. So what I need to do sometime is, what I'd like to do, is come out here for 1 or 2 days and spend these days just hiking out here and going to the top of all these mountains. And that's the only way to be sure that he's not out here, just to spend that time out here hiking and looking around. And but you gotta camp out here, because as you can see, it's a long drive coming out here, then it's a long hike to getting where we are. But if you camp out here somewhere, it's much easier, and that's just what I'm gonna have to do. All right, so where to next? Let's press on. Try to traverse to the top of that hill over there, and then come back and see if we can come up on the other side of this ridge at least, and then maybe do that V over there and see what's on the other side. So let's press on. A lot of these little mini cave outcroppings. Some of these you've got to look carefully, because you may see openings no more than a few inches high that could lead into huge chambers. Hell, there could be one in there if you dig a little bit, but I'm not going to. We gotta press on. Gonna skirt this hillside, go around the edge over there, and see what kind of a view we have. Some rugged stuff, we've been through worse. Just goes to show you, don't be afraid to face the beast in life, because no sooner do you slay the beast, does another one appear. This entire hike is a beast. There's some animal droppings, bighorn sheep, no doubt. These high areas are where the sheep live. They come up here with ease. Now you notice where we hiked up at the top of the beast is way over there, and we came all the way over here. So yeah, it's a hefty hike. There's that cliff face that we looked down. If we had a rope, we could rappel down there. I mean, I do have a rope, but I'm not going to set up a rappel down there. It's just not worth the effort. If we do go down there, it's going to be right there, center of your screen, that kind of rugged area, and we'll climb down there. But there's a few other points out here I want to check out first. One of them is right around this corner up here. See what kind of a view we have.
More sheep droppings. Clearly a walkway for bighorn sheep, but I'm not seeing any hoof prints, which is strange, so perhaps these droppings aren't too recent. All right. I want to check out as much as I can up here because we didn't climb the beast for nothing. But like I said, no sooner do you slay one beast than you're faced with another. And you got to be careful, it's really easy to lose your balance. Some of these rocks. All right. Just like a puzzle. You really gotta have strong legs for this stuff, because it's a lot of climbing with your legs and your knees. You've got to be in shape, hydrated. Just want to come over the edge here and see the view. All right, almost there, and there we go. Oh. There's Mount Charleston over there. That's where we were last week looking for Rock Stanley. Rest his soul. A lot of wind up here at the top. Other side of this hill is Picture Canyon. We'll have to get back over there to get down. All right. There's always a hill to climb, always some other point you want to see. But at this point, we're gonna go back and check out some other points down there. All right, if you keep a track, 2.52 miles, 2 hours and 14 minutes, over 1,000-foot elevation gain. We've come a long way. We still got a long way to go back, so I knew it wouldn't be an easy hike today, and we've still got some other points to get to. So let's traverse down this little hill and get back around this ridge line here and back to that kind of drop off and beyond. All right, traversing these loose rocks is dangerous, so I'm gonna roll film just in case. I think the same way we came up. Shouldn't be too bad. You just got to really be careful is all it is. Yeah, here we go. Not too bad at all. Weird thing about being out here is your mind plays tricks on you. Sometimes you think you hear things that aren't there, you smell things that aren't there. I've smelled campfires or charcoal barbecues when I know there isn't any. I've smelled Denny's breakfast cooking when I know there's nowhere around like that. Other smells you think you smell, but you really don't, and it's really strange. Seeing things, hearing things that aren't really there. It's like the people that saw the Batman or the winged demon up here. What did they see? Was it a bird? Was it a crow? Probably. But again, check Warlike Wraith and see his commentary that he did on it, and it's really kind of interesting. I mean, just one of the many legends that's out here in these mountains between Las Vegas and Area 51. Some more sheep droppings. Be careful on these loose rocks and try to watch ourselves. All right, that's where we just were. We're gonna come down here and walk up this valley just past that V and see what's past that little V. So let's keep going. The terrain here isn't as treacherous as it was back there on those cliffs. Looks like the ground's still moist here, like water was flowing very recently. Either that or it just simply hasn't evaporated. Now, a lot of times, you know, the water is still flowing, but it's flowing underground, and that may be what's going on here, because you can see the water is still wet. So in a survival situation, what some people do is they'll dig a hole right here in the middle of this kind of wet sand, and they'll put like plastic over it. So right here, where this moist ground is, they'll dig a hole and put plastic over it and just let water kind of evaporate into like a funnel and try to collect water that way. But you're not really going to collect a whole lot, unfortunately. Probably not enough to sustain you, but that is one way to do it. So we're coming up this little wash, and it's a fairly easy hike, even though it's slightly uphill. And you could see these white rocks here, only those aren't rocks. You know what that stuff is. That is coyote or mountain lion. Probably coyote. I believe cats bury theirs. But it's a big coyote. And it looks like flat level ground here, but believe it or not, we are far above the level of where we parked the truck at. See spider webs here. There's no spider in here, but I can tell from experience there will be one there at night. More than likely a black widow. They come out at night and hide during the day. So let's keep pressed forward. There's no indication Kenny's been out here so far. Now, one thing I keep thinking about in this video is he said when he did that 10-mile hike around this entire mountain range here, he said he'd been out here twice before. So he may not have been to these highlands, but maybe one of those times he came out, he saw these high areas and said this would be a perfect final resting place if that is what happened to him. Nobody knows at this point. And again, all we have, the only information we have on what happened to Kenny Veach is his final video, which talks about the M cave and his last hike. So anything else is pure speculation, but that's what you got to do sometimes to solve these mysteries, is speculate, develop theories, and follow through on them. So just past this V is where we're going to go, and then I'd like to go up this way a little bit and see if we can look into Picture Canyon, and then we'll start making our way back, because our entire goal today was to slay the beast, which we have done. But this is easy. This spot right here is another fantastic camping spot. Nice flat area. You could pitch a tent here. Yeah, this is near ideal camping spot right here. Unless of course it rains, then you're gonna get caught in a flash flood. Let's press on. Now, be careful where I put my feet. You notice a lot of times I'm not even touching the rock, I'm just using my legs to lift myself up. That's sometimes the easiest way. So you don't really need a helmet cam. It's kind of a big jump here, but I'm gonna try to make it anyway. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done, but here it goes. All right, let's make our way down here. There. Let's go just a little further. Strange terrain. Never been here before. And up there, I believe that is the mountain for alien face. I'll have to check the GPS when we get home. But it's somewhat of an easy hike up this wash here. we're in a small wash on top of the mountains above Picture Canyon. And I can still hear that crow back there. That pesky crow. I wonder if that's the winged beast that people had mentioned, that winged demon people saw high above the cliffs of Picture Canyon. Nothing but a pesky crow. Or something more sinister. We're going to continue this very narrow wash and see where it leads us. And so far it's just a very narrow, calm, quiet wash. It's very narrow here. And so far there's nothing notable, but I've never been here. Looks like maybe some sheep footprints, is hard to say. Certainly people have not been out here. And if there have, been very, very few of them. The mountain up there, of course, that's Alien Face. See if we could traverse this a little bit more. I don't know how far we're going to go before it starts getting rugged. Oh, I think we got a little bit. See, that looks like a cave way up there. I can't tell though. I'm gonna have to stop pulling out my binoculars. I'm not gonna hike all the way up there for nothing. All right, I didn't pull out the binos, but I did get a better look. I don't think it's a cave. I think it's a bush. It looks like a cave. But I'm gonna come up here a little bit more, see if I can get a better vantage point of what's ahead. I don't think we're gonna go much further. I mean, we went past the V like I said we would. But I think we may need to go to the top of this hill up over here. I was gonna go back and do it, but I think it's doable from here. But it is a beast of a climb. And my legs are gonna be sore tonight, that's for sure. All right, a fresh battery in the GoPro and a brief rest. Let's tackle this hill and get to the top. And then we're gonna slowly start making our way to the ridge line back down towards the beast and head back down the beast towards make the long trek back to the truck. So yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, but we'll make it. It's a rough climb. We're almost to 6,000 foot level. I'm trying to keep my heart rate under 120 just for safety reasons. Last thing I need a heart attack out here. But I will say this, as remote as it is, I've got a cell signal and I have been receiving text messages. So if I had to call for help, I could. But certainly calling for help is not something I want to do. So we're going to try to be careful as we traverse this extreme terrain. Getting closer. That's the valley down there we just were. That's Alien Face way up over there. See a lot of pocket caves around here. Most of them don't go in very far. All the ones I've seen are not going very far. And I will say this, the M cave that Kenny described, I have never seen something like that out here. I haven't. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, I just haven't seen it out here. I've seen M caves. In our M cave found video, that is the closest thing to the M cave that we found so far. Over this ridge should be Picture Canyon. I thought we'd be at Picture Canyon by now, but it's not here. There's more ground to traverse. Picture Canyon is right over there, way over there, and you can see some rough stuff to get between here and there. I'm gonna try to make a straight shot, but if I can't, we may have to backtrack if it's too rugged or if it's too many cliffs. Thinking about Google Earth, it looks smooth, when you're looking at it on a PC, but in real life, it's actually a lot more rugged than it looks. So I'm gonna try to traverse the higher ground up there and go straight across. Getting kind of hungry, so we have to break for lunch soon. It's gonna be rough going, but I think we can do it. But we still gotta traverse all the way back down there to the beast and follow the beast back down to the entrance of Picture Canyon. Let's press on. Just a quick break to show you these breathtaking views. On Google Earth, it looks so smooth and easy. Hell, with the drone, it would look so smooth and easy. But when you actually come out here and hike it, you can see that it's a brutal, grueling death march up uneven terrain, dangerous terrain, and when you're out here by yourself, anything could happen. So just a quick break here. Just over this hill, that's Picture Canyon. So we're gonna get as close as we can, see if you can see any caves or point of interest, and then slowly start making our way back to the beast and follow the beast back down to the bottom. All right, that ridge line there, right in the center of the screen where you can see like a little red smooth spot, that should be overlooking Picture Canyon. That's where we're going to be going, and then we'll start making our way back down that way towards the beast. Let's press on. Interesting piece of wood I found. Almost looks like a bugle or a horn. It's clearly been out here a long time. Anyone want an ice cream cone? Strange. We're almost to the smooth spot on that ridge line I told you about that should hopefully look down into Picture Canyon. So we're gonna keep coming up here. My legs are starting to get a little bit tired. Been doing some extreme climbing. It's so far a 1,300 foot elevation gain. So I don't have any plans to go much higher than this. You can see there's endless climbing around here, but here's that smooth spot that looks like it'd be a good place for camping too, but it's got some wind blowing up here. So walking up here, ground's kind of soft too. That's strange. This is Picture Canyon right down there. I don't remember specifically where that cave was that I saw. I thought it was around here, but looking around, I mean, just take a look. There's potential caves everywhere around here. You're not supposed to bring a drone out here, but you know, someday maybe I will. Just to check out some of these caves, see if anything are promising enough to climb up to. But like that one across the way, that's a small pocket cave. And it's an extremely brutal hike to get to it, dangerous hike too. The MK Found video, believe it or not, was not in Picture Canyon. It was another canyon just south of here, over these mountains, probably, I don't know, mile maybe or so south of here. But there's a lot of things to see these high elevations. If you can see way over there in the center of the screen, there's a tree growing in between a little kind of V up there. It's kind of interesting. That's the area where we hiked for Alien Face. And there was some small caves over there. So what we're gonna do now, since we know that's Picture Canyon down there, is come over here. Let's see, it's 11:15, a little early for lunch, but I'm just getting kind of hungry. So I think I'm gonna hike to the top of this mountain, look down, and then start making our way towards the beast. Here's a mountain of some kind of a large insect, but that's a lot of dirt that's been turned. So that might be a tarantula hawk or something. Something dug it really deep, and I'm guessing it's some kind of a wasp. But it's a very big mound. You can see compared to my shoe, it's big. So whatever dug that, I don't want to run into it. We're gonna keep going. The top of this hill right here is our goal. These hikes are kind of point-to-point navigation. You see a point you want to get to, you find the best way to get to it, and then you just do it. Then you find another point. So you're pretty much point-to-point navigation. Picture Canyon, the cliffs. I don't want to get too close to cliffs and get kind of dangerous, but We're gonna get to the top of this hill, see what we can see, and then start making our way towards the beast and head back down to the valley. There's that smooth area we just were. Made to the top of this hill. These hills are full of caves. Small caves, and the vast majority don't even go in very far. So like I said, in this terrain, I have never seen what Kenny described as the M cave. Nothing even like that. The closest was that M cave found video. According to Kenny, the M cave is through Picture Canyon here towards the end, somewhere out there. And I just haven't seen it. And we look around, I mean, you could see M caves around here. They're out here. There's a lot of cool stuff to traverse to, but it's just too hard of a climb. And I just don't see Kenny climbing up there. If you did get to these high areas, this is a difficult climb. It's hard to say. I'm not seeing anything compelling that that he might have gone to, any big caves or outcroppings. Nothing just right off the bat we've run into. But down there in Picture Canyon, that's definitely where he came through. That was his path. Let's go over here, see what else we can find. Oh my goodness. This is a steep one. Certainly don't want to fall off of this. But this is the cliff over Picture Canyon. Almost looks like a drone, doesn't it? Except here's a cliff. Yeah, I think you can see the top of the beast over there. That's where we've got to traverse to and take the beast all the way down to Picture Canyon, to the valley, to that wash, and way out there. I don't see it from here, but it's there, to the truck. But yeah, we are a long ways up. This is about 5,000 feet to 1,300 foot elevation gain. Been hiking for about 3 hours so far. 3¼ miles. This is a high spot, so shouldn't be too difficult getting down because it's all downhill from there. So up here, these high areas, yeah, it's hard to say. One thing for sure, we thought we saw a cave over there at the base of Alien Face, and that turned out to be a bush, pretty sure. But there's a problem you have out here is a lot of these caves you see, once you get up to them, they're not caves at all. And you've got to get right up on them to see. There are some caves out here, yes, but they don't go in very far, no more than 20 feet or so. I've yet to see a cave that goes in more than 20 feet, and the caves I have seen are usually high up. Down there, not so much, which is why I kind of doubt Kenny's story about there being an M cave right in the middle of the walking path where everybody goes. People would have found it by now, and they haven't. One more time, medium mod set to front. All right, that is a beast somewhere down there. We'll follow that all the way back down to the canyon. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Say that now. It's just traversing right down to this hill. I just want to show you, do you remember those really super steep cliff walls at the entrance to Picture Canyon that are hundreds of feet high that I said we can never get up? That's them way down there. So you can see how high we are. That is the entrance to Picture Canyon down there. So we are definitely way up in the highlands here. We just got to get back down there safely. That is, I don't know, what would you say, 500 feet maybe? Hard to say. The beast, that hill that's a real beast that we're going to try to get back down is right around the other side of this this hill here. So that's where we're going to try to go and safely get ourselves back down there. Let's press on over this rough terrain. Get home safely. coming into a narrow valley here. Trying to get our way around this hillside to that area we got to come down that I call the Beast. So this isn't too bad right here. It's kind of a little narrow, brushy wash. My goodness, will you look at that? Is that a spider web from hell or what? Look at that thing. What the hell lives inside there? I don't know. But I am not going to stick around to find out. This right here is about easy as it gets, but we're at the 6,000 foot level, almost the 6,000 foot level. So when you come across some flat, even ground like this, it's definitely appreciated. Where we got to go is kind of down here, then around this hill back to the Beast. It's a little bit further than I thought it was, actually. But it's the only way out of here, so we got to do it. Now you can see I'm not using GPS or map or anything. Where I'm going is just kind of remembering the terrain we crossed over. If I have to, I can pull out a GPS or even a compass if necessary. But I more or less remember where we're going. Now this is interesting. Here's a spine, and a big one too. A really big one. I don't know if it's human or animal, but I'll tell you what, that is that's a relatively large bone, as you can see with my hand there. That's fairly good sized. You always find bones out here. Is it Kenny? I doubt it, but you never know. Let's press on. Oh, would you look at this? Big horn sheep horns. First time I've seen these out here. It's clear that's what that spine was. My heavens, look at the size of that. We gotta get some pictures. All right, not really supposed to touch things out here or disturb them, but I think in the interest of science or in the interest of YouTube, we can. So here's that bighorn sheep kind of skull that we found, and you could see the horns have detached from the actual bone. They're not actually attached to the bone, which is really interesting. See the material there, like almost like a fingernail, and it's clearly extremely old. I mean, very, very old. I mean, look how big it is compared to my hand. This actually has got some weight to it. It's not a full skull. The front part of the skull is right here, and it's clearly missing. Yeah, I think so. It's really hard to say. Yeah, I think that is the front part of the skull. And so what we're doing, we're looking at the skull from maybe the back or front, I'm not sure, it's hard to say. But anyway, this is bighorn sheep, and you can just kind of see, get a close look how it looks and everything, how the horns are, how the bone is. It's been out here a very long time. The desert does a good job preserving things, so hard to say how long this has been out here. But if this skull is out here, I'm hoping we would find something for Kenny. But let's go ahead and move on. All right, so I remember coming through this area. Here's that kind of wet, moist ground, and I believe we came through this V right here. But just go to show you, the skull is right over there somewhere. So there may be something close by where you're hiking, just over a hill or something, and you didn't even see it. See, we walked right up here, and there's the skull. So there is so much land here. Kenny Veach could be just right on the other side of that rock there, and I'll never even know it. That's how easy it is to disappear out here. All you need to do is just find a little crevice, crawl into it, and no one will ever find you again, because nobody comes up here. All right, let's keep going and make our way back down. Rocks are giving us some good grip here, so I wouldn't have done this on the Mount Charleston rocks last couple weeks ago, just too slippery. All right, through this little valley, remember that little enclave there, and back down towards the Beast. Some of the area is very steep and dangerous. You just got to be 100% sure of where you're putting your foot. And over here, I didn't come up this way, but I'm going to try to get down it if I can.
kind of a long drop though. Might be able to do it. All right. Hopefully I got a good grip. Yeah. Jeez. All right. Yeah, I think we came down this. It's one of the few spots we got to climb back up. And over this hill, just kind of skirt the side of the ridge line and make it back to the beast. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop for lunch out over here. In this little shade, it's as good a spot as any. Key out here is push yourself, but don't kill yourself. Know when your body's getting weak, know when you need a break, and know when you need to eat. Right now I'm hungry, and biscuits and gravy sounds pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna do. Take a quick break. Biscuits and gravy. I do bring water just for the freeze-dried food, so I don't have to use my other main water. And we'll sit here just watching this valley. And a picture canyon is on the other side of the hill, so we got to traverse this these kind of cliffside here, and on the other side of the hill should be the beast. So this is where we're taking a break. It's a nice little shady enclave, and we'll see you after lunch. I try to eat healthy and wouldn't normally eat biscuits and gravy, but it's really not that bad for you. Single serving, 560 calories. And there's some good stuff in here too. So it should be hopefully enough to get us going, give us the energy we need to get back over there. 560 calories compared to, I don't know, 1,100 calories for a meal at McDonald's, which probably wouldn't be as satisfying as this is going to be. All right, and just for the record, I am packing up all my trash to take with me. I don't leave anything out here. That was lunch, biscuits and gravy. It wasn't too bad. It tastes like biscuits and gravy, but had the consistency of soggy oatmeal. But I'll tell you what, we've gone 3.68 miles, 1,300-foot elevation gain, 3 hours, 35 minutes over some extremely rugged stuff. I'll tell you what, that biscuits and gravy tasted pretty damn good. Not as good as a nice sit-down meal someplace at a restaurant, but plenty fine for our purposes. So let's pack up and traverse over there to the beast, head back down the beast in Picture Canyon, and make that long 1.5-mile trek to the truck. Now if you look right here where I have my foot kind of resting, brushing up against this bush, this is exactly what you do not want to do. Simply because ticks sit in these little brush shrubs like this, waiting for a warm-blooded animal to come by and jump on them. So yeah, you want to stay away from things like this and avoid ticks. But I will say I put a copious amount of not only tick spray, but bug spray on my legs and my boots before I left. So if there's any ticks here, they ain't happy. All right, lunch is done. That was a nice little lunch spot. It's about 12:20 right now. When we came through here before, I talked about possibly coming down this hillside to see what's in this valley. If I knew there was something compelling down there, I would, but I just, in the interest of time, I'm not going to come down here this time. I just don't see anything compelling down there. I mean, and plus it'd be a heck of a hike to get back up. And what we would have to do, basically, if we did get down there, we'd have to, from the bottom, hike all the way to the top up there, and then come all the way down the beast, that hillside, to get back, and that's pretty grueling. So at this time, I am not going to go down there. And like I said, I don't see anything really compelling down there. I mean, you never know till you get there, but at this time, I'm going to go ahead and pass. Maybe another time. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting to that beast and getting down that safely. All right, rolling film, because this is some rugged and dangerous stuff. See how close we are to the edge. You lose your balance here. That's why I'm watching for this loose rocks. You do not want to step on loose rocks. Just going to carefully watch where you step. And watching these ledges, because that's a long way down. That's 50 to 100 feet down. Come along here. I feel better after taking a short break and eating a little food, but even though some soggy biscuits and gravy wasn't much of a meal, it'll have to do. Remember coming back through here, I also remember losing my balance around here somewhere. We're gonna come along here, right to the top over there, that's where we're going. So we've got to carefully traverse this stuff. Watching for things like this. All right, that's the log cropping. It'd be a great place to sleep in a pinch if we were stuck out here at night. He must be out at the beast. I heard the pesky crow again. See a shadow? Yeah, there he is. There's a bunch of them. Maybe crows are that winged demon that people are reported seeing out here. Hard to say. Just a short climb to the top, and then from there I literally should be all the way downhill all the way to the truck. Just gotta climb up a little ways, traverse this rough stuff. All right, right through that U should be the beast, and at the bottom of the beast it's all downhill to the truck. It's just traversing this beast one more time. Yep, there it is. My arch nemesis, the beast. A rugged hillside that'll lead us into Picture Canyon. All right, beast, I beat you once before. I'm gonna beat you again. You're taking us to Picture Canyon. One way or another, we're getting down there. And you notice I'm not wearing the helmet cam this time. The boonie hat does a better job of keeping the sun out of my face and off my neck, and it's more comfortable. And if something happens, I need both hands, I'll just drop the camera. It's on a tether, see? That's all you do. But I think if we just take our time, we're careful, we'll make it down the beast without too much difficulty. Like anything else, there's more than one way to do it, so try to remember the way we came up. The biggest thing going down is slipping. Gravity is our friend and our enemy. And I don't want to slip and fall. There's a lot of jagged rocks here. Slowly but surely, we'll make it. Just looking for the easiest, least difficult way of getting down. Except before, this rock is relatively easy to walk on because it's like sandpaper and you keep your grip fairly well. And that's what I'm trying to do here. But you find a pocket of loose rocks, it's game over. See loose rocks right there? That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Now that, my friends, is a tarantula hawk, and a very big one too. Shit, that might be one too. But if you see them crawling right there, there's 2 tarantula hawks right there. Big ass ones. I am going to get far away from them as possible. The last thing I need is to get bit by a tarantula hawk while traversing the beast. Jeez, there was 2 of them, and one sting is one of the most powerful, painful stings known to man. Getting stung by 2 tarantula hawks while traversing the beast is something you definitely do not want to happen to you. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. So let's respectfully leave them alone. Man, that's almost as big as a bird. It's a freaking wasp. There's another flying insect. It's not a tarantula hawk, but it's some kind of a gone, whatever it was. All right. Now, from here, what's the best way to go? It's gonna have to be this way, it looks like. Careful. Notice these rocks are near vertical. It's gonna be tricky. Ugh. Did it. All right. Making progress. The beast way up there. And let's come over here, see if this is any easier. Picture Canyon and the beast. Now you could see it's damn near vertical coming down here, so you really got to be careful where you put your feet and watch your step. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of scouting the terrain, seeing the easiest way to go down. I'm pretty sure I came up on this side, so I think this is the way I'm gonna go. Maybe we're gonna go over these rocks and then kind of cross over. It really is like a puzzle, and you've got to find exactly where to put your feet, and make sure you don't step on a loose rock, because if you do, it can move on you like that. All right. Let's continue to traverse down the beast. Carefully. These jagged, rough rocks are working to our advantage, but we still got to be careful. Some people say, why don't you use hiking poles? Well, hiking poles aren't going to do you much good on something like this. They say, oh, why don't you just use a drone? You're not watching right now because I use a drone. You're watching because you want to see me traverse the beast, which is what I'm doing. And we will beat it. We will get down there somehow. I'm determined to carefully get down there without losing our balance. About maybe halfway there. So how's your day going? I'm just 20 miles in the middle of nowhere, traversing the beast. Trying not to lose my balance. That's all, no big deal. Taking my time. Watching for tarantula hawks. Snakes. Probably not warm enough for snakes, but still, you never know. Alright, so from this point, see what the best way to go is. Strange, I keep thinking I hear things. Footsteps, voices. The buzzing flies can easily be mistaken for human voices depending on the tone or where they're coming from. But footsteps, phantom footsteps, it almost sounded like somebody or something was right over there. My imagination, or was it one of the phantom footsteps? Don't know. Okay, careful. Almost there. Oh, shit. Almost lost our balance. Ugh. Okay. Almost there. We came from. If you respect the beast will respect you. You've just got to be careful where you step. Don't take anything for granted. And carefully plot your path. Man, we're close. And safely get out of here. Alright. Just switch hands for this. Kind of do wish I had my helmet cam for 4 hands for this, but I think I could make it work. That's some loose rocks. Got to be careful there. All right, coming down here. There. All right. Zigzagging down the beast almost to the bottom. And I could feel the gravity pulling me as I'm coming down this near vertical embankment or cliff, whatever it is, this beast of a hill. Oh, you don't get this high adventure flying a drone. Man, almost there. We are literally feet from the bottom. Oh my goodness. Almost made it. Don't get cocky. Respect the beast. And that, my friends, is the beast. We've conquered it. Thank you for joining us to conquer the beast. The beast of Picture Canyon. Now let's get the flock out of here. Oh my goodness. You know, it's grueling, but once you finish something like that, you're like, yeah, that ain't that bad. Well, if you mentally and physically prepare yourself, it isn't. There could be worse. It definitely was a beast of a hike. Now, look at these cliffs here, these sheer cliff faces. You see how high that is? We were way, way, way up there. So far you can't even see. Looking down on these sheer cliff faces. That's how high up we were. So far the numbers, 4 miles, 1,400 foot elevation gain, 4 hours. Thought I heard something again. We leisurely stroll out of Picture Canyon, having conquered the beast, beginning that long 1.5-mile trek back to the truck. Feel alright, but my legs will be sore tonight. I do want to come back sometime. I found some great spots for camping, something I haven't seen in the lowlands. I would feel comfortable up there, as long as it's out of the wind. I think it'd be a great adventure. And that's it. The mysterious Batman winged demon people have reported. From what I've seen, it could have been a crow. It could have been a bird, some kind of a crow. There's certainly a lot of them out here. So Warlock Wrath, if you're watching this, fantastic video analysis you did, but I think it was a bird or a crow. Not discounting the fact there was something supernatural, but from what I've seen, that's biggest possibility so far. As far as Kenny Veach, we're no closer to finding the man than we were when we first started. You could tell by now, if you watch a few of these videos, how vast of an area this is. If somebody wants to come out here and not be found, they are not going to be found. It's just that simple. There's too much land out here to traverse, and it's easy to disappear, especially if you know the area. And at this point, it's like my 5th or 6th time through Picture Canyon. I could say I probably have more times through Picture Canyon than Kenny himself did. So he may not have been a big time expert on the area, but he may have found something, I don't know. As far as the M cave, his story is hard to believe. And the only logical explanation is the illogical explanation that it was something supernatural. Or a stage of disappearance. And if he did, then why hasn't he turned up yet? So many unanswered questions. Very strange rock. I don't know what this is, but it's sparkly and extremely light. It's attached to this other rock. Almost like a resin or something. I'll post a picture, see if somebody can identify it. But if you know what this is, comment down below. Be interesting to find out. So here's that rock again. It's almost like dried syrup or something. Very strange. Lightweight and almost like dried syrup, and crumbles very easily. Hard to say what it is. I've never seen anything like it out here. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna take it. I'm a geologist. Right there's the open desert. So it's just a matter of traversing the downhill open desert back to the truck, which I could barely see from here. And we'll be out of here. We have about 1.5 miles to the truck out there. So let's press on, make this trek, get out of here. Coming back familiar territory. I remember seeing this rock on top of a rock right there. Kind of a marker, I guess. Clearly somebody put it there at some point. So I know we're on the right track. But it's pretty much a straight shot at the truck right out there. I can see it from here, you can't. But I know where to look, and it's about just over 1 mile to get to it. Just want to show you real quick. Here's another one of those hornworms that we've seen before. This one is about 2 to 3 inches long. You can see a rather large horn on the on his back, and I think he's eating a plant or something. But he's really, really large. Comparison to my finger, you could see. Whoop, nope, I'm gonna stay away from you. I don't know if you bite or if you're poisonous, so I'll just stay away. But yeah, see how he kind of came at my finger there, like he tried to attack me? Look at him. He's trying to attack the camera. Vicious. Vicious. Well, I'll stay away from you. I don't know if you're poisonous or you bite or not, so I don't want to make you any more mad. Yeah, that's a big one. Anyway, we're making progress to the truck. There's Picture Canyon out there. Probably about 1 mile left, and it's all downhill from here. We're about halfway to the truck, maybe a little bit more. I could barely see it out there, but it's there, straight ahead. So we're gonna keep going, and we'll be there soon. The truck's right over there. We've got to come down this really steep hillside and traverse that open desert. Probably a good 1/2 mile or so, and then we'll be there. It's really not that bad. We almost jogged down it. Let gravity and momentum be your friend. There, did it. Not that bad, is it? All right, onward. We made it to the road. Truck's right up there, and that was a heck of a hike. Picture Canyon. On the clock, we're looking at 5.62 miles, 1456 elevation gain, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Yeah, this was a tough hike, but it's one that I want to do for a long time. And I thought that we'd hike up there and see what there is to see, but we found out is what we saw is only a fraction of what's up there. Kenny Veach, still no closer to being found. He could be anywhere out there. I do know this, if he wanted to disappear out here, he succeeded. Where he is still anybody's guess. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you do, go ahead and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, see you in the next adventure.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures.